I did not plan to speak on this book. I came here to talk about and I know that you're looking at the facts on these books. And I'm going to talk about that at that micro level. This is a book about parent love. That's it. It's about acceptance, learning to love yourself, and I think it's also about restriction. There's a motion afoot to restrict some of these books and to create a level of shame and unworthiness in a child or a juvenile being able to access this book freely. And with that, you are directly chaining shame to the access of this book. And I ask, what parent would ever want to restrict their child from a lesson in acceptance and self-love? Now, I want to speak on the broader 30,000-foot view for a second of a term somebody said of gender propaganda. I'm pretty sure the woman who indicted this book mentioned that word. And I'm going to tell you, there is no such thing as gender propaganda. There is education. This book has never hurt anyone. And there are no seeds, as the woman who has left the room mentioned in my ear earlier, there are no seeds to be planted of being transgender except by God himself. No human can plant a seed of being transgender. No human can cure that. Science and medicine both agree the best treatment is acceptance, first by self and then by society. Putting a chain of shame for a young child questioning, maybe, maybe not, that answer is going to land where you want it, where they want it. That doesn't matter. And it is agnostic by political party. Chaz Bono's father, Sonny, one of the greatest Republican congressmen of the late 20th century, would surely agree a Republican can have a trans child. So as you're looking at these arguments on this wonderful book, I would also love to remind the community, the board rather, black and brown, trans and gay children, youth, juveniles, and even adults are some of the most at risk with the highest rates of murder and suicide, drug addiction, and other ailments that I'm sure we all want to see redressed in our society. This is a book that actually accesses that intersection and creates that positive, love yourself, love your child, you're going to be okay for a child who needs to address these things. Why on earth would we want to make it more difficult for those kids who need it the most to fight over a librarian's desk to get it? Thank you.
There's no further public comment.